Hello, this is my project on using a neural network to render volumetric densities. The idea of this project is to see whether a neural network can be trained and used within a shader to try and render volumetric densities like clouds, and to see if using a neural network is faster than sampling 3D textures. The project is composed of two parts. The first part is using standard techniques to render volumetric clouds, as seen in many video games. The second part, which is composed of different systems, is to create the data for the neural network and train it on that data. Next, the architecture of the neural network is replicated within the shader, and its weights and biases are used to render volumetric densities. Here is the volumetric clouds in Unity. As already mentioned, it mainly follows the standard techniques used to render them, like sampling 3D textures and rendering them in different passes. As well, here is a preview of the parameters that an artist can use to alter the shape and characteristics of the clouds. Training a neural network on data about density, a C++ script is used to generate this. The pipeline works like this. A mesh which a user can set is imported and scaled into a unit cube. A large amount of random points, which represent densities, is loaded within this unit cube. Finally, any points within the mesh is saved into a CSV file. This data is then sampled and trained by the neural network, and when it's finished training, it outputs a set of weights and biases based on its architecture. Finally, these weights are imported and processed in Unity and are then sent to the shader. This shader replicates the architecture of the neural network and uses the sample position and the weights and biases to render the densities. And here you can see an example of outputting the first hidden layer. As you can see, there is a varying amount of density.